Teemu Selanne, Anaheim Ducks. Teemu Selanne is the most iconic player in Anaheim Ducks history. Known as the Finnish Flash, Selanne scored 457 goals and tallied 988 points during his time with the franchise. His blazing speed and lethal shot made him a nightmare for defenders and goalies. Even in his mid-30s, Selanne dominated with a 48-goal season at age 35. In 2007, Selanne helped the Ducks win their first Stanley Cup, a crowning achievement. His number 8 was retired to honor his incredible impact on the team. Shane Doan, Arizona Coyotes. Shane Doan is the heart and soul of the Arizona Coyotes. He played 21 seasons for the franchise, moving with the team from Winnipeg to Arizona. Doan scored 402 goals and added 570 assists, holding franchise records for goals, points, and games played. His loyalty was unmatched, turning down trades to contenders to stay with the Coyotes. Doan's leadership helped establish hockey in the desert. His number 19 was retired as a tribute to his dedication and legacy. Bobby Orr, Boston Bruins. Bobby Orr revolutionized the role of a defenseman in the NHL. In just 10 seasons with Boston, he won 8 consecutive Norris trophies as the league's best defenseman. Orr led the Bruins to 2 Stanley Cups, including the unforgettable 1970 Cup, where his flying goal became hockey's most famous image. His skating, vision, and offensive skill redefined his position. Despite injuries cutting his career short, Orr's number 4 remains legendary in Boston. Dominik Hasek, Buffalo Sabres. Dominik Hasek is the greatest goalie in Sabres history. Nicknamed the Dominator, Hasek won 6 Vezina trophies and 2 Hart trophies as MVP during his time in Buffalo. His acrobatic, unorthodox style left shooters baffled. In 1999, Hasek carried the Sabres to the Stanley Cup final almost single-handedly. Hasek's number 39 was retired, and his legacy as one of the NHL's most unique and dominant goaltenders lives on in Buffalo. Jarome Iginla, Calgary Flames. Iginla is Calgary's all-time greatest player. Over 16 seasons, Iginla scored 525 goals and led the team in scoring year after year. As captain, he guided the Flames to the 2004 Stanley Cup final, falling just 1 win short. Iginla became the NHL's first black captain and inspired countless young players. His power forward style, scoring ability, and leadership made him a beloved figure in Calgary. The Flames retired his number 12 in honor of his incredible career. Rod Brind'Amour, Carolina Hurricanes. Rod Brind'Amour is the greatest player in Hurricanes history. As captain, he led Carolina to its only Stanley Cup championship in 2006, setting the standard for leadership and determination. Brind'Amour was known for his unmatched fitness, defensive ability, and face-off dominance, earning him 2 Selke trophies as the NHL's best defensive forward. After retiring, he continued to serve the franchise as head coach, guiding the team to sustained success. His number 17 was retired to honor his legacy both on and off the ice. Bobby Hull, Chicago Blackhawks. Bobby Hull, the Golden Jet, was the face of the Blackhawks for over a decade. He scored 604 goals for Chicago and helped the team capture the 1961 Stanley Cup. Hull was the first player in NHL history to score more than 50 goals in a season, notching 54 goals in 1965 to 1966. His blazing speed and powerful slap shot thrilled fans and terrorized goalies. His number 9 is retired, and Hull's legacy remains a cornerstone of Blackhawks history. Joe Sakic, Colorado Avalanche. Joe Sakic is the ultimate Avalanche legend. Over a 20-year career, he scored 625 goals and led Colorado to Stanley Cup wins in 1996 and 2001. Sakic's deadly wrist shot, leadership, and clutch performances defined the team's success. He was respected for his humility and class, famously handing the cup to Ray Bourque first in 2001. His number 19 is retired, and his legacy is deeply woven into Colorado's hockey history. Rick Nash, Columbus Blue Jackets. Rick Nash was the first true star of the Columbus Blue Jackets. He scored 289 goals over 9 seasons and became the franchise's all-time leader in goals, points, and power play goals. Nash shared the Rocket Richard Trophy in 2004 and provided countless highlight reel goals. His coast-to-coast effort against Arizona in 2008 remains unforgettable. Nash's number 61 was retired, honoring his role in putting Columbus hockey on the map. Mike Modano, Dallas Stars. Mike Modano is the greatest player in Dallas Stars history. He scored 557 goals and finished with 1,359 points. making him the NHL's highest-scoring American-born player at retirement. Modano's speed and style helped grow hockey in Texas. He was instrumental in leading the Stars to their 1999 Stanley Cup win. His number 9 is retired, and his legacy continues as a pioneer for American hockey in the NHL. Gordie Howe, Detroit Red Wings. Gordie Howe, Mr. Hockey, is the greatest player in Red Wings history. He scored 786 goals and led Detroit to 4 Stanley Cups, becoming the face of hockey's golden age. Howe's blend of scoring, toughness, and longevity set him apart. He won 6 Hart trophies as league MVP and played professionally until age 52, an extraordinary achievement. The term Gordie Howe hat trick, a goal, an assist, and a fight, reflects his all-around game. His number 9 is iconic in Detroit and beyond. Wayne Gretzky, Edmonton Oilers. Wayne Gretzky built a dynasty in Edmonton. In just 9 seasons, he scored 583 goals, captured 4 Stanley Cups, and rewrote hockey's record book. His vision and passing were generations ahead of their time, and he still holds the NHL's all-time records for assists and points. Gretzky's number 99 is retired league-wide, an honor no other player has received. His legacy remains the standard by which greatness is measured. Roberto Luongo, Florida Panthers. Roberto Luongo was the backbone of the Panthers for over a decade. Across 11 seasons, he recorded 230 wins and 38 shutouts, setting franchise goaltending records. Luongo's consistency and athleticism gave Florida stability through many rebuilding years. Off the ice, his wit made him a fan favorite, especially through his secret Twitter account, Strombone1. His number 1 jersey was retired in 2020, recognizing his lasting contribution to the franchise and its fans. Marcel Dionne, Los Angeles Kings. Marcel Dionne was the first superstar in Kings history. He scored 550 goals during his time in Los Angeles, dazzling fans with his skill and consistency. Dionne formed the deadly Triple Crown line and delivered 7 100-point seasons for the Kings, making him one of the most prolific scorers of his era. Although he never won a Stanley Cup, Dionne's number 16 was retired as a tribute to his incredible impact on the franchise. Mikko Koivu, Minnesota Wild. Mikko Koivu is the Minnesota Wild's greatest player and their first permanent captain. He played over 1,000 games for the franchise, recording 504 assists and 709 points. Koivu's leadership, defensive play, and face-off mastery helped define the team's identity in its early years. His number 9 was the first to be retired by the Wild, honoring his loyalty, impact, and role in shaping hockey in Minnesota. Maurice Richard, Montreal Canadiens. Maurice "Rocket" Richard is one of the most iconic players in Canadiens and NHL history. He scored 544 goals during his career and helped lead Montreal to 8 Stanley Cup championships. Richard became the first player to score 50 goals in 50 games, setting a standard for goal scorers. His fiery passion and competitive spirit inspired fans across Quebec and Canada. The famous Richard Riot of 1955 showed his importance beyond the rink. His number 9 is legendary in Montreal. Pekka Rinne, Nashville Predators. Pekka Rinne is the greatest player in Nashville Predators history. Over his career, he recorded 369 wins and 60 shutouts, both franchise records. Rinne's 6 feet 5 inches frame and athleticism made him one of the league's most imposing goaltenders. He led the Predators to their first Stanley Cup final in 2017. His number 35 was the first jersey retired by Nashville, a tribute to his incredible legacy in the city and for the team. Martin Brodeur, New Jersey Devils. Martin Brodeur is the greatest Devil of all time. Over 21 seasons, he posted 691 wins and 125 shutouts, both NHL records. Brodeur's puck-handling ability changed how goalies played, leading to the creation of the Brodeur rule to limit where goalies could play the puck. He led New Jersey to 3 Stanley Cup titles, and his number 30 hangs in the rafters as a tribute to his lasting impact. Mike Bossy, New York Islanders. Mike Bossy was the purest goal scorer the Islanders ever had. In only 10 seasons, he netted 573 goals and helped the team win 4 consecutive Stanley Cups. Bossy scored at least 50 goals in 9 straight seasons, an incredible mark of consistency. His quick release and deadly accuracy made him unstoppable. Despite retiring early due to injury, Bossy's number 22 was retired by the Islanders, honoring his legendary contributions. Mark Messier, New York Rangers. Mark Messier is the greatest Ranger of all time. In 1994, he captained New York to his first Stanley Cup in 54 years. famously guaranteeing a win in Game 6 and delivering with a hat trick. Messier's combination of power, leadership, and clutch scoring made him an icon in New York. His number 11 is retired at Madison Square Garden, and the NHL's Leadership Award bears his name in honor of his influence. Daniel Alfredsson, Ottawa Senators. Daniel Alfredsson is the greatest player in Ottawa Senators history. Over 17 seasons with the team, he scored 426 goals and tallied more than 1,100 points, becoming the franchise's all-time leader. Alfredsson served as captain for 13 seasons, providing stability and leadership during Ottawa's rise. He was known for clutch moments, like his overtime winner in the 2007 playoffs. Fans admired his loyalty, work ethic, and sportsmanship. His number 11 is forever honored by the franchise he helped define. Bobby Clarke, Philadelphia Flyers. Bobby Clarke was the ultimate Flyer. As captain, he led Philadelphia to back-to-back Stanley Cups in 1974 and 1975, defining the Broad Street Bullies era. Despite battling diabetes, Clarke scored 1,210 points and won 3 Hart trophies as league MVP. His gritty style, toothless grin, and relentless competitiveness became iconic symbols of Flyers hockey. His number 16 was retired, and his leadership forever shaped the team's identity. Clarke remains one of hockey's most respected captains. Joe Thornton, San Jose Sharks. Joe Thornton became the face of the San Jose Sharks after arriving in a 2005 trade. Jumbo Joe recorded over 1,000 points with the franchise, including an incredible 804 assists. Thornton's playmaking helped the Sharks become consistent contenders, leading them to their first Stanley Cup final in 2016. Known for his fun personality, playoff beard, and leadership, Thornton's number 19 remains iconic in San Jose, symbolizing the team's rise to prominence. Matty Beniers, Seattle Kraken. Matty Beniers is the Seattle Kraken's first true star. Drafted second overall in 2021, Beniers quickly emerged as the team's top talent, scoring 24 goals in his rookie season. His two-way play, poise, and hockey IQ earned him the Kraken's first All-Star selection. Beniers represents the future for Seattle, giving fans hope as the team builds its identity. His role as the franchise's cornerstone is just beginning. Brett Hull, St. Louis Blues. Brett Hull is the most legendary player in St. Louis Blues history. Over 11 seasons, he scored 527 goals and became the face of the franchise. His 86-goal season in 1990 to 1991 remains one of the most incredible feats in NHL history. Hull's quick release and sniper's accuracy made him feared across the league. Teaming with Adam Oates, he formed one of hockey's most dangerous duos. His number 16 hangs in the rafters, honoring his brilliance. Steven Stamkos, Tampa Bay Lightning. Steven Stamkos is the greatest player in Lightning history. Since being drafted first overall in 2008, he has scored over 500 goals and led Tampa Bay to back-to-back Stanley Cups in 2020 and 2021. Known for his deadly one-timer and leadership, Stamkos battled through major injuries, including a broken leg in 2013, but always returned stronger. His emotional comeback goal during the 2020 final inspired fans and teammates alike. His number 91 is destined for the rafters in Tampa. Matt Sundin, Toronto Maple Leafs. Matt Sundin served as captain of the Maple Leafs for 11 seasons, becoming their greatest modern player. He scored 420 goals and delivered 79 game-winning goals, often coming through in clutch moments. Despite lacking a consistent star winger, Sundin led the Leafs to multiple playoff runs and remained loyal through ups and downs. His size, skill, and humility earned him respect across the NHL. His number 13 was honored by the team, recognizing his lasting impact. Henrik Sedin, Vancouver Canucks. Henrik Sedin was the playmaking genius behind Vancouver's rise. With twin brother Daniel, Henrik formed one of the NHL's most magical duos. Henrik won the 2010 Hart Trophy as league MVP and led the Canucks to the 2011 Stanley Cup Final. He retired as the franchise's all-time points leader with over 1,000 assists. His vision and hockey IQ set him apart. The Canucks retired his number 33, honoring his immense contribution to the team's success. Marc-Andre Fleury, Vegas Golden Knights. Marc-Andre Fleury was the first true star of the Vegas Golden Knights. Drafted in the expansion draft, he led the team to the Stanley Cup Final in their inaugural season. Fleury's acrobatic saves and huge smile captured the hearts of fans, and his leadership set the tone for the new franchise. In 2021, he won the Vezina Trophy. solidifying his status as one of the NHL's top goalies. Fleury's legacy in Vegas is already secure. Alexander Ovechkin, Washington Capitals. Alexander Ovechkin is the greatest player in Capitals history and one of the NHL's most prolific scorers. Drafted first overall in 2004, Ovechkin has scored over 850 career goals, ranking second all-time behind Wayne Gretzky. His powerful one-timer and physical style made him the face of the franchise. In 2018, Ovechkin led the Capitals to their first Stanley Cup and won the Conn Smythe Trophy as playoff MVP. His number 8 will forever symbolize Washington's golden era of hockey. Sidney Crosby, Pittsburgh Penguins. Sidney Crosby is the greatest player in modern Penguins history and among the NHL's all-time greats. Drafted first overall in 2005, Crosby led Pittsburgh to 3 Stanley Cups, 2009, 2016, 2017, earning 2 Conn Smythe trophies as playoff MVP. He has surpassed 1,500 career points, known for his vision, skill, and unmatched work ethic. Crosby's number 87 became iconic in Pittsburgh, representing an era of success and leadership that transformed the franchise and inspired countless young players. Blake Wheeler, Winnipeg Jets. Blake Wheeler is the most impactful player in the modern era of the Winnipeg Jets. After the franchise relocated from Atlanta, Wheeler served as captain from 2016 to 2022. He holds franchise records for assists and points in Winnipeg, thanks to his consistent production and playmaking ability. Wheeler helped lead the Jets to the 2018 Western Conference Final, the best playoff run in their history. His leadership helped establish the team's identity and build hockey's popularity in Winnipeg. And that's every NHL team's greatest player. Legends who shaped the game and inspired generations. Who's your pick for your team's GOAT? Drop it in the comments. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and stay tuned for more hockey stories. Thanks for watching.